Okay, so welcome back. Oh, let me get comfortable. Sit on myself. This is going to be another movie review. Don't forget to give this video a big thumb if you want to see more reviews and stuff like that, because then I know. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. The first movie in the Percy Jackson franchise. Series? Yes. I've always been a big fan of Percy Jackson. I was very excited when this movie was coming out because many years ago, I say many years ago, it feels like a really long time ago. I don't know when these books came out, but it feels like forever since I read this book. But I did read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Now, everybody absolutely hates this movie because it's not the same as the book. Really, it's very... things have changed, it's different, they muggle things up, and yeah, it's just kind of, you know, the book's amazing, the movie I think is good. But I do have to say that I'd read the book and I'd forgotten things about it. Like, for example, I've also read Sea of Monsters. I have not seen the movie yet, but it was probably like, it's been a couple of years, if not a bit more, since I've read Sea of Monsters, so I don't entirely remember everything that happens. And say you read Lightning Thief and then read Sea of Monsters and then read the next one, you forget parts of which books from which bit, and you know, it all gets muddled up. So my issue is that I don't remember everything that goes on, so when I saw the movie it wasn't like a massive loss to me, even though I would like the book. And same with Sea Monsters, I really enjoyed that book when I read it, but now I don't remember every detail, so if it misses out a detail I probably will have forgot, which sounds terrible, but it's just how it is. Whereas, like, you know, when I read the Hunger Games, I read the Hunger Games and I saw the movie. Not that quick, but you know, pretty quick, so I remembered everything that was like different. I was like, oh my god, that's different, because I just read the book. But with these, you know, a couple of years apart from reading the book and watching the movie, you forget things. We're going to put the book aside and pretend that we're just talking about the movie for a movie itself. You might not have read the book, so this is just about the movie and not comparing it to the book, because we all know that in that way it didn't do so well, and that's probably its main purpose, so I guess it kind of failed. But I do like to sometimes just, I don't know, see it as a movie, because I enjoyed this movie. When did this movie come out now? Probably 2010, so it's 3 years old. When I watched this movie for the first time, I was kind of like, I watched it for the second time, I enjoyed it more. I've watched it many times and I enjoy it more every time, I've got to say. I watched it again last night. I didn't enjoy it as much as I used to enjoy it. I used to really quite enjoy this, because I really do like Greek mythology. So just to see the characters in real life always means a lot to me. I'm always like, yeah, I love to see them. So that always, you know, helps. And, you know, I liked who they'd chosen for the characters, even though Annabeth, is that her name? Annabeth, didn't have blonde hair. I know it's a little thing, but now she does. And Sea of Monsters, she has blonde hair, so there we go. Just a small thing. But yeah, I like Logan Lerman, he's great, and the guy who plays Grove, what's his name? Grove. I watched this film last night, I've read the books. Grove, I don't know. He's great, he's funny, they're all great. I like these three, they do a good job. Logan Lerman, I think his acting's great, I always really enjoy him. So, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief is basically about this guy called Percy who doesn't know, but he is a demigod, which means he's half god, half human. His dad is Perseus, god of the sea. Zeus' lightning bolt has been stolen. They blame it on Percy, and it's up to him and his two buddies to go around and get it back. And you know what, it's just a fun family film. It's nothing to be taken too seriously. Some of the lines are shockingly bad, like as in, they aren't, not bad as in not family friendly, but bad as in they're just like, oh, it's just, no. But you know, the music in it I really like. I've always liked the music in it. I don't know why, but I always used to really like that. You know, it's got great songs when they're in the casino. You've got Poker Face on when they're on the way, like they're on the way off to the journey, because the end place has to be in hell to Hades. We've got Highway to Hell. So you know, it's got little puns in the songs, and I always liked that. And you know, there are some funny moments. It's all based on children. The books and the movie is for children, really, essentially. But I find that the book takes itself more seriously, whereas the film kind of, you know, a bit more children-y. But, you know, the effects I didn't mind. It was, you know, a lot of CGI, but of course, with fantasy films it is. Thought they did a pretty good job. You know, I just always enjoyed this, and if I would have done a review for this a couple of years ago, I would have said, I love this movie. I saw it when it came out and I really liked it. Now, time has passed and I don't like it as much as I used to. I like watching it last night. I was like, yeah, it's good, but you know, some bits did feel a bit, I don't know. I'm not sure who I'd recommend this to. I think if you're a movie lover and you just watch this, you'll be like, oh no. But I think if maybe you're a teenager or younger, you'll enjoy this movie if you haven't read the books. If you're a big fan of the books, you probably won't like this because nobody else seems to. But nevertheless, if you haven't read the books and you just want a movie, basically this reminds me a lot of Clash of the Titans, the newer one. It's pretty much the same story, well, slightly different story, but it's very similar. There's similar things that go on throughout the movie. I watched Clash of the Titans, the new one, after I'd seen this, but not long after. And I remember thinking, this is very similar. Because of course they're all about Greek gods, but this is like a children's version. So, if you fancy a children-y version of Clash of the Titans, this is kind of what this one is. So they go on a quest to get the lightning bolt. Well, yeah. So yeah, it's enjoyable. I found it enjoyable, you know. I didn't find anything terribly bad about it unless we compare it to the book, which right now we aren't. They've got some cheesy lines and it is cheesy, but you know, I enjoyed it. You know, you've got Pierce Brosnan in it who plays this horseman and it's all a bit crazy and out there, but I liked it. You know, I can't deny the fact that I like this movie, and I've heard that Sea of Monsters is better and is more to the book. So I'm going to watch that one. I've got it in 3D, so I'll be doing a 3D Blu-ray review of that one. This is just a really quick little review of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and I would recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it, just give it a chance, because I hope they do more of this series. I know that this first film didn't do very well at the cinemas, and they weren't going to make a second one. Now, I presume that what happened was, I was always like, oh, you know, I accepted the fact there wasn't going to be any more, because I really wanted them to make more of these. Because there is 5 books, and then they go on to the Heroes of Olympus and yada yada yada. But I was like, okay, you know, this is going to be the only film, like with like Series of Unfortunate Events, they just made one, and it's like, okay. But Logan Lerman became rather well known now and successful with things like Perks being a Wallflower and I guess maybe 3 Musketeers and whatever else he's been in. So they thought, we'll cash in on this. Logan Lerman's now, you know, if people really like him, we'll make a second one now. So it's 3 years later and they finally made the second one, so I don't know if they're going to carry on. Fingers crossed, I hope they do, because they're just fun movies, you know, popcorn flicks. If you want to sit down, turn your brain off, have some popcorn and have a bit of Greek mythology, just watch these movies, they're fine. A bit of CGI, bit of fantasy fun, it's an enjoyable movie all round. So that is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Let me know if you've seen this movie and your thoughts on it. I'm scared of what you're going to say, because I know that a lot of people don't like this movie, but I just did, so I just wanted to share the fact that, you know what, hey, I like the movie. I'm going to watch the second one, I'm going to do a review on that one, so let me know if you are looking forward to that, and let me know if you think they should make more. Let me know if you've read the books, just let me know anything about the series. I love the series, I just do. Like I say, I really like Greek mythology, so it's something I was always really interested in, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy all of it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!